And what is up, everybody? Welcome to RSC Match Day 9. Tonight we have a match in the minor tier between the Polar Bears and the Hawks, and we have a match in the contender tier for the second match on stream. It's going to be the Owls and the Sea Turtles. Be looking forward to two great matches tonight in these tiers. Looking to see some good play. And let's get into the stats for the first game. Get things rolling. For the first game, the Polar Bears coming in at a way higher win percentage, 22-10 losses. The Hawks coming in at 9-23. We're looking Polar Bears. I'm going to look to see that they're going to have a lot of offensive pressure here tonight, and that they will control most of the game. The Hawks, let's see if they can put in any offensive pressure and see if they can get an upset tonight. Looking over at some players' stats, Lit Tidy Pants coming in with 35 goals. Looks like he's going to bring in most of the offensive pressure for the Polar Bears. Shooting at 36.46%. 35 goals in 32 games. That's over 1 goal per game. The Hawks, they seem to be playing a lot more defensive, coming in with 35 saves from Ali and Zek. And let's get into the match. Alrighty, tonight I'm going to have Ty here with me doing the co-casting.
Hello.
Going into the first kickoff, we got a minor matchup here. Zek's going to take it off the kickoff into the corner. Pants is going to clear it up to the side wall. Lee's going to clear it up the side wall, try to get it cleared out of his half. It's going to go into the blue half. Principal is going to try to get it clear here. Dr. Lee on the ball, hits it off the backboard. Zek with a chance here on an open net, and a clear by Principal. Zek with a shot on an open net, and it goes in. What do you think about this, Ty?
Well, I was just able to join the lobby, but it sure sounded like a good shot. I know Zach, he's a solid player.
Alrighty. Here we go to the second kickoff. Principal up the wall to pass to Rummer. Rummer with a chance to shoot, misses. Principal going to have another chance to center it, and a good clear by Zach. Pants is all alone in the backfield. Plenty of boost to work with. Going to look for a clear here. Instead, he puts it center. Zach with the hit it to the side. Ugly. Pants with a control in the corner. Dr. Lee retreating. Lee on the back end with a save, keeping it out of the net. Principal's going to put it back into the center. He's putting a chance for his team. Lee with a good clear. Lee the chance to flick over Drummer. Zek with a chance at a shot here. Puts it off the backboard. Dr. Lee coming in with a chance for a shot.
That's a good 50 right there.
That is a great 50 and a shot on net by Drummer.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely some good pressure from the Hawks. They just maybe committed a little too much and obviously left it wide open. No mistake there really at any level from K-Dad.
Zek going to control the ball in the own half here. Rummer with a challenge. Principal over Zek. Pants up, and it puts it at the top shelf. And a good shot here by Pants.
Yeah, just like that, Polar Bears tie the game and then take the lead. Nice little 1-2 there off the side. And Little Tidy Pants, which is a wonderful name.
Yeah, we're just
makes no mistake. Yeah, Pants is probably better.
Rummer with a good kickoff here, going to give blue team the possession. Dr. Lee gets the boost and the ball. Chance to clear. Principal's going to keep it in. Try to give it a good center here to Pants. Zach with a good block.
A good
Dr.
save
Lee.
from Zach, relieving
Doc,
some of the pressure at least.
right. Principal with a good block to keep the ball out of the net. Zach tries to put in another shot. Dr. Lee's going to not get the boost. Principal's going to get the boost, turn on the ball, pass it back to Rummer. Rummer's going to hit it over to back to Principal. And Zek is going to have another clear. Dr. Lee up off the wall with a good shot on net. Pants misses in his own half. Rummer with a good clear out to Principal. Lee with a good block there. Rummer with a shot attempt off the backboard. Lee's going to get a good clear here. Pants going to try to put it in a pass or a flick over Lee.
Relieving some of the pressure, but the Polar Bears are still have a lot going forward. Quick counterattack here, though.
Zach with the shot on net here. Rummer with a good save, keeping the ball out of the net.
Yeah.
Keeping the lead in the side of the Polar Bears. Pants with a good clear. Lee with a chance to keep the ball out of his own end. Zach with a touch out. It's going to take it, dribble on top of this car. Try to flick over Principal. Principal with a good challenge. Lee's going to take the ball up the back wall in the corner. Zach on it. Pants beats him to the challenge with a shot on net, and it goes in.
Yeah, how about that? Another play where you see the Hawks just a little bit out of rotation. But it's not really their fault too much. Pants makes a really good shot across his body all the way to the very back corner. Not easy at all, though. Plenty of time, though, to come back.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time in this one as we go into the next kickoff. Rummer's going to try to hit it off the sidewall and miss. Pants with a 50 in the midfield, leaving Principal on his back end by himself. Dr. Lee is going to try to keep it in, give some pressure to the Hawks. Lee, good hit off the sidewall. Zek's up.
I like that touch from Lee, just not quite able to find his teammate, but I like that he's looking to get them involved. Might be their way back into this game.
Right, I'd like to see some passing on the back end to get clears, to get out of their, relieve the pressure from the Polar Bears to give them a good chance at scoring some goals.
Yeah, that was a good 50 there by Lee, blocking the ball and allowing his team to clear it. We've got another chance here.
Pants with a good save there to keep the ball out of the net. Dr. Lee's going to try to, or UG Lee is going to try to take a touch off the sidewall. All the Lees is really giving me trouble here.
I cannot believe it. There's so many.
Oh, no. Principal's going to pass it over to Rummer. Rummer's up. Dr. Lee with a good challenge there in the midfield. Ugly with a good flick over Principal. And a shot from Zek.
Nice putback.
Up 3-2.
Nice putback. Halves the lead. I love the control there from Ugly. Beating Principal, and Zach makes no mistake. Blasts it just high enough where Pants will not be able to get a touch on it. Still plenty of time. Get a good kickoff here. Who knows?
Right. See overtime in game one, which would be amazing to start off the night. Pants with a good clear. Chance at a shot here. Zach with a save on his own back end. See if Zach can get a good clear here. Zach's bringing it out. Gonna get some offensive pressure here. Ugly. Gonna put it over Rummer with a chance at the center. Good center. Zach's up. Dr. Lee hits it away from Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Principal's gonna get a touch. Pants is gonna get a touch on net.
Yeah, a really good chance there at the end for the Hawks. A little bit of a double commit kind of cost them, but you can't fault them for their sense of urgency. They had to make a play right there. Came up just a little short, but they certainly weren't lacking for opportunities. They had the same amount of shots as the Polar Bears. Both teams had 9, and really anyone's game.
Right, that was a definitely a good chance there in the last couple seconds. A good controlled, just a little bit of miscommunication that it looked like to me. Other than that, that looked good from the Hawks. Better than what the stats could show at the beginning of the game. I don't know, you didn't get to look at the stats much, but way better than what the stats could show. way more a way closer game than I thought it was going to be.
Well, yeah, and I think you saw the flashes of a team like the Hawks who've been. I mean, all the teams have been playing together, but to be honest, I'm a little biased. The Hawks are in my franchise, and I know that they've been practicing together and really trying to work hard to iron out some of those kinks. So it's good to see them
Right?
make a few positive touches, may possibly carry some momentum, but can't discount the polar bears. They've been all over the field.
Yeah, and the polar bears, stats wise, looked like they would just come in tonight and dominate. And I think they got a little smack in the mouth by the Hawks, and the Hawks said, "No, you're not going to come in here and just walk all over us tonight."
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes even in a loss, you can find some positive things to take away. And there's plenty for the Hawks here coming up in game two. And like all RSC series, all four games matter. It's not a best of. It's just how many can you win on any given night.
That is definitely true. Taking one is better than taking none, and taking four is better than losing zero. So we'll have to see what how it goes here for the rest of the series. But I like to see the Hawks keep up what they're going and try to take one off of the polar bears or more.
It's entirely possible.
Let's get into match two on the kickoff. Kickoff's going to go in favor of the Hawks here. Dr. Lee is going to put it in the corner. Chance for a shot. Pants is what a save on the back line by Pants there.
Yeah, the wherewithal not only to save it, but to put it in the corner and able to relieve a little bit of the pressure that the Hawks are applying.
That was a good save. Dr. Lee is gonna hit it downfield. Rummer in the corner gets a good clear, good touch, center from Ugly. Dr. Lee is gonna try to keep it in, keep the pressure with the Hawks. The Hawks are gonna try to get a center here. Zek with a shot. What a save by Rummer again. Pants in his own back end, backwards. Rummer with a good clear to relieve the pressure from the Hawks here. Principal off the backboard. Pants is up. Another shot off the backboard. Principal with a shot in. Rummer with a double touch off the left post, and it's in.
Yeah, how about that? They just keep kind of passing it off that backboard. The Hawks make a couple good plays. Zek there getting it off to the side, but not quite far enough. K-Dad is able to put one away. Early lead.
Yeah, maybe I'll call him K-Dad since he says it's not Rummer.
Well, fair enough.
I'll call him K-Dad from now on, and maybe he'll play better.
Maybe so. Who knows? He's got a cool car setup with all the watermelons, though.
Yes, he does.
Pretty color coordinated. Definitely the best dressed out there right now of the 6 players.
Oh, it's Drummer. Thanks, chat. My IQ is not enough to realize that, but
oh yeah, I just assumed K-Dad, so Drummer.
Yeah,
makes more sense. Some back and forth play right here after that first goal. Neither side really committing a ton of players to the attack, but at least a little pressure here from the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks are putting in a lot of good pressure this game. Lee is going to try to clear over K-Dad, or Drummer. Gosh.
That guy.
that guy.
That guy with the car.
Oh, names are always fun when casting. Doctor's on his back line. Lee with a good clear there, keeping it out. Doctor with a hit up. Not much production out of that hit, but
good 50 from Lee to keep it in the middle. PC Principal coming up quick.
Right. See what I see here is the the pressure from the polar bears is much more what's the word for it? Like lethal than the pressure from the Hawks. The Hawks have a lot of pressure. It's just when they give up that pressure and the polar bears get pressure, that's when they're scoring.
Yeah, it seems to an extent that when the Hawks are put under sustained pressure on defense, you know, maybe they'll make the first, second, or third play or clear. They'll get a touch on it, but then they start to break down a little bit. I would love to see them maybe be able to communicate a little bit better. It's hard to know for sure without hearing their comms, but if they can learn to bend and not break, they're getting the chances on offense. Comeback is well within possibility.
Plenty of time left. Pants up for a shot here. Principal, a chance at a shot. Off the crossbar. Doctor with the save.
Nice save.
Zek trying to backflip it out of his own half. Pants is going to turn around, let Doctor get some pressure here. Doctor's going to keep it in. chance for sitter. Principal with a good clear to relieve pressure from the Hawks.
That's a
Zach
nice
is,
play. Let's Zek, with all of his boost, put a dangerous ball here back on the Polar Bears side.
Zach with a doctor with a touch off the sidewall gets around Principal and Pants, I believe that was. No, that was Drummer, sorry. Zach gets bumped out of the way. They capitalize here. No, they can't. Doctor with a try to clear, hits it straight into Principal. Lee is going to take it up the sidewall, get a pass out to Zach. Zach with a shot, and it's just going to be too soft.
Yeah, it flowed just a little bit wide. I like the play there from Lee. He's patient in the build-up, gets the boost, and puts it a dangerous ball in, but no one there to convert. You know, something's got to change pretty quickly here in game 2. You're right. The Hawks are just not as dangerous on offense as the Polar Bears are being.
I completely agree with that statement, 100%. Doctor with a chance here to put it in center. Zach with a shot to the top right corner. Drummer with the save. Zach with another shot over Principal. Principal with a good save on the back line. It seems like the Polar Bears are just dealing with the pressure like phenomenally. The Hawks just can't break it.
Yeah, they're rotating very well. The Hawks have the ball in front of their net for at least as much as the Polar Bears have it in front of the Hawks net, just not able to convert.
That's a good clear from the Polar Bears there. Drummer
Really
with
good clear.
almost
High
off the
bounce.
backboard. See if Dr. Lee can put something in the center here for his team. Over to Lee. Lee to Lee with a shot off the backboard. Zek, a chance here. Misses. Principal with a good clear. See if they can keep the shutout. Pants is going to get a good clear with only 2 seconds left. Principal puts one in at the last second.
Yeah, last second counterattack. You know, really no fault of the Hawks. They had to send everybody forward this late in the game, down by 2. But just a exclamation point here on the side of the Polar Bears as we finish out game number 2. Yeah, another solid performance there. The Hawks just not able to quite connect. They were having a lot of good possession plays, a lot of good passes. They just weren't able to quite put the power and accuracy behind their shots to really put one away. And I mean, you see it this time, the Hawks equaled the Polar Bears shot total in game 1, but here Polar Bears stay right around 9-10 shots. Hawks not as threatening, but we have seen enough flashes of that potential that they could make game 3 a tight one.
Yeah, no, I definitely think the Hawks, if they can start putting some good shots on the opportunities they have, they will definitely put the goals in. Even though they only got 3 shots that game registered on the stat lines, it definitely felt like they had more pressure for 3 shots. So if they can just get some on net and get the other team jumping and get them to make a couple mistakes, I feel like the Polar Bears will be in some trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're right. I don't think the shot total quite reflects how much possession and how much cohesion they had on the build up to trying to make shots happen. They just weren't able to put one away, but I like their odds of being a little bit more dangerous in game 3.
I completely agree here. I think the Hawks can come out, smack them in the mouth, and then the Polar Bears will be not knowing what hit them in the mouth. Not trying to be biased, but always like to see a good what do you call it? Underdog story.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt about it. They certainly have the potential.
Yes, they do. And we can get the teams in whenever they are ready. So I'm not in the lobby. No, I am in the lobby.
Might help.
You gotta love
So-
Twitch chat.
Well, it looks like we're rolling with the same 6 guys here in game number 3. Zek winning the kickoff.
Yes, Dr. Lee is going to put it in to the Polar Bears half, try to get it past center. Lee with a miss on the shot. That was a good opportunity for the Hawks to put one in right and early, show some pressure on the Polar Bears. Lee with a good Good 50 on the clear. Zek gonna try to challenge Dr. Lee in the corner. He's gonna have to get a good clear here to give his team some time to get back. Lee's in net. Tries to hit it off the backboard. Dr. Lee clears to the right. Zek up the sidewall.
A
Principal
good 50.
not able to win.
Good
It's
50
gonna
and
be a
good
good
pressure
center
here
chance
early.
here. No one there to shoot. Dr. Lee chance at a shot. Good clear by Drummer. Drummer missed off the sidewall. Ugly. Ugly. I'm just gonna call him ugly.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that. There we go. Ugly.
There it
There
is.
we go.
Makes it easier.
Ugly with the pass to Zek.
Oh, I love that pass right there. A little bit of a
Zek
double
with a
commit,
shot.
but they're maintaining pressure and actually putting the Polar Bears in a few awkward positions. So I like this first minute here from the Hawks.
Definitely needs to. Definitely was a calming mistake. It looked like on that double commit, and if that wouldn't have happened, the
Yeah.
third guy might have been able to put that one in off that touch off the pass.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing to see after a productive first minute. Just a little bit of a tough spacing thing, and the Hawks not able to stop it. But if they can continue the pressure, they've got a real shot.
Yes, they do. Ugly with a 50 in the midfield. Principal with a good bump on the Doctor. Doctor with a flick. Drummer with a good challenge, putting it into the center, trying to get a good pass. Ugly with a good clear over everybody from the Polar Bears. Pants is going to pass them from center. The Doctor's up, putting it off the backboard. Pants with a good 50. Drummer's going to go off the sidewall, pass it out to Pants, and a chance at a shot. Ugly hits it into his own corner. Takes control. Doctor's going to control this one off the 50. Principal going to take it up the sidewall. Zek with a good 50 almost on net. Doctor with almost a shot. A good 50 by Drummer to keep it out of his box. Pants is going to put this one in the center. Ugly trying to keep the pressure up. Pants with a good clear to relieve some pressure, give his team some time in the back to get some boost and recover.
Yeah, I mean, the Hawks have certainly been more threatening, but it's kind of hard to say that the Polar Bears defense is breaking when they still haven't let up a goal since game one. Should be interesting to see how the Hawks can adjust, maybe switch something up, maybe, attack them from a different angle, maybe send a third guy forward on offense, because I think we can pretty much count on the Polar Bears scoring at least a couple in every game.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Pants with a nice shot opportunity, more like a pass to Principal, and a good put away here.
Absolutely, that's good. It's good awareness. He sees that he's got the space and he's got the boost to put a dangerous ball back in. It might have been a shot, but you know what? He got the assist, so now it's a pass, and PC Principal puts one away.
Long-time friend of mine told me the best pass is a missed shot, and that ain't that the truth.
Yeah, as long as you play it off well enough, it's always a pass.
That's right. Principal gonna try to keep this one. Zek misses off his own back wall, passes the center to Pants. Ugly with a good clear here and the save. Dr. Lee trying to put it back center for his teammates. No one there. Principal gonna clear this one off the sidewall. Ugly with a miss in the midfield. This is a chance for the Polar Bears, but a good clear by Dr. Lee. Ugly with a shot from center field. That was a ripper from the center line on a shot on that.
Yeah, it was a laser, and you saw the Polar Bears, they were able to make the save, but not quite clear the pressure. They can get a couple more of those hard shots, even if they're saved, might be able to get a rebound or two.
Yeah, that could definitely make the difference if you start ripping some shots hard at net. It'll definitely make a team panic. Zek with a good shot off the backboard. Dr. Lee's going to turn on this one, try to keep it in. Drummer's going to challenge him off the sidewall. It's a good clear center by Dr. Lee. Zek with a good clear. Back out to the center for Principal. Principal's going to try to put a shot on.
What a
Good
save by
by
Dr. Lee. What a save.
Back here for the counterattack, and it's going to go in.
And in about 5 seconds, the Hawks turned their game around. What a save from Dr. Lee. He plays it off the back, and Zek with the awareness to approach that ball a little bit more lightly, gets a great 50, puts one away. 48 seconds.
That's right. I think that was a great turn of events, and that could give the Hawks some momentum here. Good kickoff, right back. Principal with a good save on his own back line to keep it from tie game. Drummer with a good clear, pinch off the sidewall. Pants is going to take a pass off the backboard or a double touch into the net. Misses wide right. That was a good opportunity there for Pants.
Oh, absolutely.
Principal's going to.
Yeah, I would love to see the Hawks just attack a little bit earlier. Ooh, that's a tough one right there.
Right.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left for an unfortunate bounce off the corner. That'll probably be it for this game right here. But I think on defense, I would love to see the Hawks just be a little more proactive, not letting the Polar Bears have the ball so much. Even if you miss, even if you miss on defense, getting your second guy there to contest might make things a little bit easier.
I completely agree. Having good passes and defense and challenging the ball the right times and the right way definitely will help in relieving pressure and not letting the opponent put in as many goals. And this is a good shot here at 0 seconds to go into game 4 and have some momentum.
Yeah, for sure. A whole bunch of positives. I think that was probably the best game the Hawks have played so far. But you know what? Can't take away from the Polar Bears. They're doing real well, have lots of pressure, lots of great cohesive defense. They're not double or triple committing, and they've been rewarded so far 3 straight games. But I think you
That's
saw
right.
the Hawks, they even outshot the Polar Bears that game. They had 9. And of course, sometimes that can be a deceptive stat, but I think that was pretty reflective of how much the Hawks were starting to feel more comfortable on offense. They
Yeah,
try to
it shows that 9 shots and 7 saves, the only 2 shots that they threw were goals. So that shows that all their shots were on net. So they're being proactive with their shooting. They just have to find a way to hit the net.
Yeah, it sounds simple, but they just got to get that last little touch just in the right spot, and they have every chance in the world to salvage game number 4. Yep, and we've got all 6 players in here for game number 4. Looks like we're going with the same crew as we have in the first 3. Zek winning the kickoff early for the Hawks. Nice fast approach from him, play it off the wall. He's going to rotate back while Pants gets up and beats Ugly for that first touch. And that's an unfortunate move right there from Zek. Obviously not trying to do anything like that, but great read from Drummer to see the awkward placement and make no mistake from that distance.
Yeah, that was a great position by Drummer to put himself in, to see that Zach was awkward there and to capitalize off of it and put in a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And it takes some good instincts to attack when you're not quite sure what's going to happen, but Drummer did a great job there. Some more pressure here from the Polar Bears as K-Dad lofts one up. He may be looking for a waterfall play or something like that, but some more pressure like we've seen in games 1, 2, and 3. As Dr. Lee passes one up the field.
Yeah, the Hawks are going to have to try to figure out a way to break out and get some offensive pressure for themselves consistently, more than just like a good 30 seconds of pressure. I'd like to see the Hawks in a good minute or so of pressure, and I'm sure that'll lead to a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen that they can score. We saw it here just recently in Game 3 as Pants plays one off the side. He follows, not able to get to it, but it's still floating dangerously as PC Principal puts one on target, a little wide. Drummer does the same. Pants 50s 2 players at once, but not able to maintain possession. PC Principal with boost and the wall. He misses, but so does Zek. Dr. Lee passes it up high. 2 players from the Polar Bears on the backboard, but still Hawks able to maintain some pressure here.
Yeah, the Hawks have some good pressure here. I'd like to see them put some more passes to the infield and see what they can do to get some good shots at the top of the net, make the Polar Bears a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, and they've been able to do that at times. And another good save there. You know, he's got the boost. We'll see if Dr. Lee can break out. PC Principal passing it to the middle. Pants there, not able to make a connection and a clear, but Drummer has boost and time. We'll see what he can do. Gets it past Lee. Gets it past Zek, but he gets punted down the field, and so that counterattack stalls. Nice pass there from Zek, floating it up. Ugly not in the position to be able to do much with it. PC Principal with a booming clear all the way down the field. Zek able to touch it just enough to relieve the pressure. Now he's got boosts and an opportunity, but PC Principal beats him to the ball.
Yeah, that was a good stop for Zek on the backboard to keep the ball out of his net, because I did see Pants up for a backboard read. I don't know if he'd have hit it or not, but I'm sure the ball would have been in a more pressure situation than Zek touching that ball off the backboard.
Yeah, good 50 there from Zek. Another dangerous ball floating above the Polar Bears net, but they take care of it cleanly. Now Pants has boost, and he's chasing after it in the corner. Zek, though, nice clear away from the wall where only he can get this second touch. He just misses, but I like that move. I like that move. Something aggressive, something different from the Hawks here with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, something different is what they need to do. They need to try things out of the box, out of their ordinary play style, if they want to find the back of the net, and that's the only thing that's gonna help them at this point.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say they will have to score at least one goal to tie things up.
Obviously,
seems entirely likely.
but to have any chance at winning,
I think so. As
three
Dr. Lee,
games.
with no boost, is able to put one on the Polar Bears side, and Ugly with a chance, but not high enough. Pants makes a good save, but Zek putting it in the corner. He's following it up. Principal, nice pass out to the side. As Ugly wins a little bit of a 50. Dangerous ball here in the center. He fakes it. Principal is able to get it all the way out. Zek, though, on the wall. He's going to end up leaving it for Lee. Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee gets demoed, and the pressure is back on the Hawks side.
That was a good challenge by Principal there in front of the net to try to put one in.
A good save from Zek. That might be a game, might preserve their chances here in game 4.
A double commit there. We don't like to see that. Scurrying around. Ugly with
Triple
a
commit on the save, but at least they make it. As Zek misses the hard clear, Ugly's going to have some time, though. See if he can make something dangerous here. It's cut off immediately by Pants. Pants is having none of that. He's trying to kill off this game. Yeah, then another good clear. Ugly with the last second chance, and it goes wanting. You know, we saw a lot of good stuff from the Hawks, but they still fall in game number 4, and the Polar Bears will complete their 4-game sweep.
The Polar Bears just, hate to say this, but played better in this series. They kept up the pressure. They played good defense. When they were on defense, they made the saves that they needed to. Like in Game 3, Hawks had, 9 shots, and 7 of them were saved from the Polar Bears. So the Polar Bears just played a perfect series to take the 4-0 sweep.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we talked a lot about the Hawks, but the Polar Bears played a solid series up and down. They got what they needed to get done, and they'll take home, and they will be more than happy with the 4-game sweep here on stream.